Ding dong, it is a celebratory episode.
Brad Keselowski, everybody. Come on now.
Let's go.
Get your American flags out. It's time to be. Listen, if you didn't cry when he took that flag and did the lap, you're basically a commie.
Yeah. Listen, there was a guy so excited he climbed the stands. He climbed the stands.
He climbed the stands.
There's a fence.
Yeah.
A fence. So, hi, sorry, we're too excited we couldn't even get an intro in. But
hey, Mitch.
It's worth it. Hey, Mitch, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? I'm doing great. Not as great as David, but heck yeah.
I'm in a pretty good mood, I'm not going to lie.
It was a good day, boys. Hey, here's the exciting part. We got both sides of the pylon covered today, David.
Oh, yes. Blaney bringing up the caboose.
Big shout out, William Byron dumping his second Blaney of the year.
Oh! Mitch, I heard Aaron is available.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. That's what that joke was.
I know, that was the
well,
joke.
You know what?
That was the joke.
That was the joke. I was like, I see wreck him twice this year. I'm like, oh no, he did dump Aaron, and then won the Daytona 500, which was weird. But
and let's be honest, both dumps were stupid.
There.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, as far as a relationship goes, I don't know, but but yeah, I mean, I don't know why you're making it 3 wide at Darlington. It's pretty crazy, especially that early in the race. It was kind of uncalled for, but
100%. I love Willie B, but not tonight.
No,
hate
not
him
tonight.
And
you know
hope he gets wrecked.
You know who else wasn't in love tonight?
Who was not in love tonight?
Chris Buescher and
Tyler
Reddick. Could you imagine? So Tyler Reddick's what, like 4'11"?
In his airs, in his airs, yes.
Pumped up the whole way with the helmet on. Buescher is bigger than him in every way possible with a helmet on. Did you see he was looking down at his helmet? And I was like, oh my God, if he hits him, he's going to die.
That's why Reddick left his helmet on. It was the only way it was a fair fight.
Yeah. Did you see the one guy from Reddick's team went to jump and he's like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, we're good.
He took a step in and he was like, he looked at Buescher and he was like, you know what? You got this, dog.
Yeah. I ain't touching this one. No, that was, man, we haven't had beef like that in a while. That was beautiful.
I love today.
What? It didn't
Brad
like explode
top 3
like
all day.
Thought,
yeah.
That helps. that going to the Jeff Cluck poll is a win.
Yee.
Heck yeah. Well, I mean, like, I felt bad for Buescher once again, but it's kind of weird. Like, so Buescher's 2 of his wins, I felt like was from like a misfortune of Brad, like Richmond and Bristol. Something happened to Brad. I honestly, Brad would have won.
And Daytona.
Like Chris Buescher. And Daytona. Like,
it's very true. It's very true.
Yeah. So I feel like it sucks that it seems like it comes at someone's misfortune, but at least we know the drill.
I'll take it today.
That's what I'm saying, man. 110. Here's 2 questions we don't have to hear anymore. When is Brad going to win, and when is Ford going to win?
You're welcome.
Oh, what a day!
You get that with that castor oil.
That's
Number
right, baby.
6. Oop! I just lost my flaps.
That goes $10.
They fell straight the hell out.
Oh man, good thing the diecast are so cheap, you know.
Oh yeah, it was only $110.
Oh, it's I mean, I don't know that the 12 had a chance to break the losing streak today, but it would have been nice to at least see it play out. I'm just saying.
You know who was impressive was Noah Gragson.
Very impressive. And Josh Berry.
And Berry. Yeah, and Chase Briscoe.
Stewarthouse Racing minus Ryan Preece has entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Which, let's be honest, I don't know that Ryan Preece is ever entering any chat besides the unemployment line.
I think this is his last year in Cup, so enjoy it while you got it, buddy.
Yeah. Especially if Haas sells.
Yeah, I mean, ADD, should we go down that rabbit trail or should we wait a little? Let's wait a little bit.
We'll wait a little bit.
Let's talk about, your guy just won, bro.
I tell you what,
it was celebrating.
So we were at the beach, and I spent the entire ride home watching the race. Not driving, watching the race.
You sacrificed driving to watch the race.
I did.
Yeah, what a smart man.
And my brother-in-law was driving. And,
God bless your soul.
I had to tell him a few times, I was like, hey, listen, I'm not going to be able to listen here for a second. I am zoned in. And like when Brad and Reddick got into each other, I was like, heartbroken. I was like,
I thought that was it. I was like, there's the race.
I'm just glad that Buescher didn't bump him like he did 10 seconds before. That was like the coolest. He's like, yeah, I don't know if that wasn't boss man. He might not have been in that position.
No.
But did you see how far down Buescher had to go to miss them? He was like
Well,
He was in full oh shit mode.
He was, and I loved it because honestly, to me, that was him like doing anything to avoid hitting Brad by accident. He's like, I'm giving you 18 car lanes. I am not hitting Brad, dang it.
Oh yeah.
Thank God. It's so when they got strung out single file and knowing this car on every single track, I was like, nah, the race is over. Like they're gonna finish 17, 45, 6.
And I was like,
I know.
whoa.
I know.
But and like so now imagine this. I'm driving through like Intercourse, Pennsylvania, watching the race through Intercourse.
All cornfields. Yeah, there's like no signal.
No
either.
service.
Yep.
So like, it's the grainiest race I've ever seen. Like I couldn't have told you the separation in the cars. Like
Wasn't that the truck race too? When you were trying to watch that Friday night, you're like, I can't tell who's who.
Like I literally did a speed
pixels are
test.
too big.
So I was on the. So I don't know what's up with this building. It's wooden built, but it is like a just like massive cell phone blocker. And I'm like, I'm laying in bed beside a window, cannot get service. Delaware, but yeah, we So and then I get on the Wi-Fi. I finally get the Wi-Fi password, and I'm all excited.
Like, here we go. All right. Moment
Download
of truth.
speed 1.8 megabytes. I know you thought I was going to say gigabytes, but no, megabytes.
Dude, that makes Blue Ridge Internet look like
It makes
top tier.
CenturyLink look fast.
Oh, that's valid. That's valid.
Like Starlink is shooting off faster than this Wi-Fi. So I go, I talk to my in-law, and I'm like, hey, what's up with this speed? So I go into her room, and like in the closet, and we run a test on her computer in her office. And it's right beside the wireless router, and it's getting 275 megabytes.
that's a problem. Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure this Wi-Fi router is not working. 'Cause, something's wrong here.
There's a small discrepancy in those speeds.
So I had to hang out in my mother-in-law's closet.
And the sacrifices we make for racing. But this was a good weekend.
Yeah.
Like we give the next gen a lot of crap, and we're probably still going to. But
No,
this
I'm not
was
going
a
to complain
good-
today. Brad
this was a
had
good
speed.
weekend.
Buescher had speed. It was like a little, like
It's different.
when all the restarts were the same four cars up front. It was like
Well, it was. Yeah.
Reddick,
I mean,
Keselowski, Gibbs, Buescher. That
Yep.
was the front row the entire day.
Yep.
But at the same time, there were cars passing, and there was definitely tire wear. What, second and a half?
I love it.
So,
So
I mean-
it was even more than that. I think at the end of stage,
when
in the peak of stage
when
one,
the 77
pitting,
was in the lead from staying out, it looked like he was sitting still.
yeah,
Like
dude, I'm telling you,
Brad
this-
flew by him. Well, that was the other thing. Like passing, when Brad came out of the pits on that green flag stop behind Gibbs, I was scared.
We're done.
And then he
That's
drove
it.
right past him.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
right past him. So I think the fastest car won today.
I think so too. And honestly, long run, I think it was going to happen regardless. The 6 just once they got like 10 laps in, the 45 just stopped, and the 6 was there. So, and honestly, the 17 at the end was done, like because you could see the 45 was falling all over him. Like the 17 was not going to win that race. I know. I know.
And
It's
even
easy
before
for
Reddick hit him, he was loose.
he was done.
Slow loose.
I mean, Reddick pile drove him in the wall.
Oh, he
like,
definitely
for
gave him
sure.
like,
Yeah.
I think Buescher's probably less angry realizing that he had the room until he got loose and hit the wall. Because he didn't hit him into the wall.
He's already in the wall.
He was already in the wall, and then he hit him in the wall.
And then he just like cleaned
he
it,
hit him
the rest of the way.
I mean, he
Just
hit him.
killed
It was
the
Oscar De La
toe.
Hoya
Yeah.
up in here.
Yeah.
But I did.
He Austin
it looked
Hilled
like
him?
he
Is
was-
that what you said?
He Austin Hilled him.
I like that. I think we're gonna start using that as a.
It looks like
I like that.
It looked like Tyler was going to cry in his post race interview. Did you see how watery his eyes were?
Well, he probably
Yeah.
pissed his pants.
I
You see
tell
Chris
you what.
Buescher coming at you.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, oh my! You
Oh,
see
his
the
life
one guy.
flashed for him.
His security guard was like, he went to study. He was like, I don't know if I want to. Yeah, no, that was awesome.
I mean, he owned it. That's all I ask. I like when people are dumb and they own it, and I appreciate that. And I'm still waiting on William Byron to own it, but that's never going to happen because he doubled down in his post race interview.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to acknowledge stuff this year. Like, he seems like he's just kind of like it happens, and then I don't know if it's just like a clueless response or what it might be, but he kind of just acts like he doesn't know it happened.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of weird.
He just like shakes it off. Yeah.
Has the
like,
success
acts like
gone
nothing
to his
existed.
head? Let's start that conversation.
I think he's so lasered in that he doesn't even care. I think that's where it's at. But
Is
I
he
don't
gonna-
think. I mean, he hasn't wanted. Hasn't won
Maybe
championship.
he's becoming Ross Chastain because we know like when Ross is in the race car, he just doesn't process things. Like
His eyes actually straighten out. Yeah.
they do. Like it's that bad. So like William in his post-race interview is like, well, I don't know how it was my fault because they were behind me, and I'm like, no,
They're ahead of him.
like
Oh, he thought he.
yeah,
Oh.
like not even a little bit. Like you were 3 wide.
He made the attempt halfway through turn 1.
Yeah.
like he wasn't side by side going into 1. It was. We are in the corner, and let's do it. So
And
I don't know.
and
it's just weird.
He just like cleared himself, and then he's like, I don't know why they're mad. I'm like, I think I know why they're mad because it screwed Truex too. I mean, Truex was right there, and I saw he finished 19th, 18th, somewhere in there, but I mean, obviously not where he was going to finish. So I did like that Blaney like he let him know he was mad, and I thought that was good. Like, he went up and did the whole swipe thing. And then I don't know, you weren't watching the broadcast, were you, Mitch?
I actually was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they interview him, and
Yeah.
you know how like halfway through the interview they always like show the replay? Well, they start
Yep.
the interview and Blaney's like, "Hey, everyone's just racing tight. It's tough. I think it was just a race." And like right as he gets to that point of the sentence, like they show the 24 just clearing himself into him in the 19, and he goes, "Huh. Maybe I have reason to be mad."
He literally was like, "Yeah, I go back on that. I take everything back." Yeah, he actually
Never
had plenty
mind.
of room. So.
Yeah. And then every other interview he did, because like TV always gets first dibs, and then it's like MRN, Front Stretch, and whoever, Bianchi, whoever else is left. And every other interview, he's just like dogged Byron. He's like, if you're gonna take it 3 wide, you're responsible, all this. And I'm like, dang, I love that TV just totally shifted this post-race interview, and he's like, huh, he is at fault.
That's awesome.
That was good.
Do you guys know the last person to win in the 6 car? Mm-hmm. You know?
David
Mark
Reagan.
freaking Martin, 2005 at Kansas.
You're wrong.
Nope. David Reagan, 2011.
Mitch was right.
Oh, you're right.
the
Crap.
Coke?
The last
400.
real driver to win in the 6 car. Sorry, I missed the asterisk. The last successful driver to win in the 6 car. Sorry, my bad.
Hey, he had the UPS car, so he beat a Denny Hamlin rival, and
That's true.
Actually, Casey.
There we
Casey
go.
Finished 4th that race. So
So
That
Maybe
would've
it
been
was.
different.
I'm sorry. It was the last non-super speedway win in the 6 car was Mark Martin.
yes.
I messed up the stat.
that's
Sorry.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah, which was 2005 at Kansas.
Absolutely.
And I have that car somewhere. I think it's right there. So, just saying. Sorry, I thought you were ready to set something up.
I was,
threw it
but
to
my
you.
screen blacked out on me. I was like, I can't see where I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah. I mean, so what else happened in the Cup race? I feel like that. Was there any other drama that we missed?
Wow.
I think Gregson going to the front was huge. Huge.
Dude, Gregson,
That,
rock
Larson.
solid.
Larson's little dealio. It's kind of weird how that all unfolded.
Yeah. So, okay, this is worth bringing up because according to what I read on the Twitter sphere, he was driving those 10 laps before that with a broken toe link. So if that's accurate, that means Kyle Larson was driving a stock car in the top 10 at Darlington for 10 laps with a broken toe link.
Yeah. Easily the sexiest car.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Wow,
Hands
what a
down.
job. I can't.
Yeah.
They said that they actually had to buy the rights for the paint scheme from Kellogg's. How crazy is that?
I must have missed that. That's crazy. You would think Hendrick would own that, right?
Nope.
That's crazy.
How about nope?
I mean, not even a competition as far as throwback schemes. I mean, that 5 car was it. Like, it was just.
Although
it
I
was
did
it.
like Brad's. I will say Brad's was pretty sexy.
It was good. It was just, damn, that 5 was so freaking accurate. Like,
Yeah, that was probably the most accurate thing there.
did you like Kevin Harvick throwing shade on every single team that did not do a throwback scheme?
Yes.
Which included Team Penske, by the way. Just saying, I'm actually with Kevin Harvick on this. You got to participate. You got to participate, man.
That's lame.
Yeah. So thank you, Kevin Harvick.
Lame.
Kevin Harvick also did the whole higher horsepower thing too, which I thought was funny. I don't know if you guys caught that little side comment. When
No, I did. I did not catch it.
I think Clint said something about higher horsepower, and Kevin's like, no, we can't have higher horsepower, Clint. It was I love it. It was beautiful. It's so subtle. So, did I stall long enough for you to find what you were going to bring up?
I just was going to bring up the point standings.
I like it. Let's see how far the 12 cars dropped. What are we, like 18th now? Are we behind Carson Hocevar yet?
No, he's in 22nd.
Oh, so we're barely in front of Carson Hocevar. Got it. Perfect. As we continue to have the crappiest run ever of the 12 cars history.
Yeah. Well, hang on a second. Why is what I have saying
you're in the
bad?
playoffs? You're probably like plus 50, not plus 83 anymore.
Yeah, Blaney's in 8th.
That's better than I expected, to be honest. I'm liking that.
Yeah, plus 55.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, defending race winner here at Charlotte in 2 weeks when we're there, boys. Come on now. Let's make it happen.
You going now?
Yeah, we'll be there. I can't wait. I got my this guy. Wait, I'm out of.
You're this guy?
That's the race winning car from that race last year. So let's make it happen again, boys.
Buescher's going to win next week. I'm calling it now.
At the All-Star race?
Mm-hmm. Going to be a win that's worthless.
He'll get a sticker, though.
Yay, he'll get a sticker.
You have that sticker, man. That's what you were saying to Tyler. You got the sticker.
funny.
I don't got the sticker.
He doesn't
You
get a
gotta race
sticker
me
for
better.
the
I got the
All-Star
sticker with
race.
the sticker.
No sticker.
I think he does, because Hamlin got a sticker, I think, for the Clash. I'm pretty sure. I think a
Chris
win's
wants
a win.
sticker.
Yeah, but it's not a win in your in sticker.
Wait, let's look at.
No, but he wants a sticker.
I can confirm because I have the 2022 Blaney car where his only race was the All-Star win, and there's a win sticker on the car. So
Fact check.
Wow.
I know. I love that that's what we used to fact check.
That's kind of embarrassing for your wife, I think. Whatever you just said there.
Yeah. Why don't you go take another topic?
Kyle Busch wrecking on the second lap of the truck race.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow. I wasn't ready for that.
I mean, do we bring up the fact that the first drivers to bring out cautions in the Xfinity and the truck races were both Cup
in the show
drivers?
where the Racing Addicts podcast will start completely on the next gen car. Thank you for this public service announcement.
I mean, all I hear over and over again is, they're single file slot cars because they're the best drivers in the world. Well, guess who caused the first caution in the truck race, the second caution in the truck race, and the first caution in the Xfinity race? Cup Series drivers.
The best ones,
That's
too.
true.
Yeah, I know.
Byron?
Freaking William Byron. Well, screw him. And Kyle and Kyle Busch, who arguably is one of the best drivers ever.
100% the best driver to ever drive a truck.
Oh, without question.
Like,
I love how you.
Yeah.
I love how you rephrase that, dude.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What?
It's
Like, emphasis on the truck.
Well, yeah. He does have 2 championships, I believe,
yeah.
which is 2 more than me. 2 more than Corey LaJoie.
Oh, it's a lot more than Corey.
A lot more. A lot.
Didn't he finish second in a K&N series though?
No, he won.
He did win that.
Go back today. That was
He did win that Martinsville
He has
clock. He
he has 5 ARCA wins.
the lowest possible
the clock.
series. But
He got ARCA wins when there was a healthy field. He's won a Pocono, a Dover.
Hey, he beat
I'm
the
still
12 car
reminiscing.
today, so
Mitch, I don't even want to talk to you about it. I'm sorry. I was on a 110 race lose. You know how long it's been? Forever.
Hey, I saw.
long
I
it's
watched.
been?
I watched a 12-year race winless streak with Ryan Truex last year.
Oh, I did get to watch. We kind of had the same reaction. I was like, oh, in the car.
I would have jumped out of the window.
Yeah.
Shot through the window.
Yeah, no, I was.
I liked how your text was just letters. It was just it was like, yeah, and then
There's a couple swear words in there, I think.
probably. There's a good chance, yeah. But I was excited for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice. Could have happened to a better guy. Like I said, if you didn't cry when Brad Keselowski did that burnout with the American flag,
No.
you're a commie.
And his interview holding his kids while he's starting to get choked up.
Oh my gosh!
You are not a man if you did not tear up at that moment.
What a
Gold,
man.
ladies and gentlemen. Gold.
That's probably why Tyler Reddick was crying. It wasn't the fact that Buescher was going to beat him into oblivion.
Brad finally did it. I'm so happy. Just out there crying.
But he was.
Gordon's
I'm
like,
just
"What you
saying
doing?
he was gonna.
What are you crying about? Nothing, Michael. Everything's good.
Nothing.
Sorry,
We're good. Yeah, so
sorry, Mr. Christopher.
do you still have my audio piped?
Oh, I do not. Sorry,
Of course you don't.
I don't. I wired it, but I did not. I didn't do the thingy in the Pro Tools when I reset up the session. Sorry.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I just
But,
want
hey,
to bring this one thing up. Or
yes.
you
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Sorry,
no.
you go for it, Mitch.
Do we have a
Sorry, you.
list?
No, I did
I
not
don't
make a
think-
list.
I didn't think so.
I
I was like,
do.
I haven't seen one yet. I
Well-
got like screens.
I have a virtual list.
Can you see
I
this
have a list
screen?
right here.
Let
So,
me put. Wow, that is just at a camera shot.
oh yeah, like
There's a huge screen like right here.
yeah, I know because I'm
I
watching
almost
it right
hit
now.
You are watching. That's where. Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
at me.
Well, now I'm actually looking at the camera. This is like, it only took us 2 years for me to put a camera towards
I know.
where I'm looking.
I guess I kind of do, but I have to look up from the screen. I can use my peripherals.
The crappy part is a perfect place for you would be like right here, and then it's in my shot. Well, maybe it's not.
What
Yeah,
if we
should
hang
do
another
that.
monitor up there?
We could do that. Let's do that. We need more monitors. Yeah.
I have one we can put up there.
Let's talk. I like that. Hey, sorry, Mitch. You were about to bring up a point actually about racing.
Wow. No, you're good. I've been noticing like a lot of conversation about Noah Gragson. He's been doing great this year.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I'm looking at the points, and Chase Briscoe is like 14th in points. And
But don't forget that
Second.
the 10 and the 41 had that big penalty in the, what was it, the second week of the year?
Oh.
Yeah, he had that.
Wait,
It
is
was
that-
35 points, I think.
It was 25 or 35, but it was that's a lot of points in this
It was
points
it was the
system.
whole race.
Yeah.
That's right. I totally forgot about that. I just know, well, when I hit the playoffs on the standings, the 10 cars points, like his slack disappears. So I don't know is he eligible for playoffs? I mean, he would be, right?
Yeah. I mean, I
He
haven't
has
heard anything in the
270
country.
points. Oh wait, no, that's not right.
That can't
Just
be right.
behind
Like
the
when you
leader.
hit the playoff button, he disappears. I don't know why on the app. So it's showing 29 drivers
Oh.
instead of 30.
Well,
So
hopefully
no
it's just a
Gragson
glitch.
evaporates. I hope.
Because honestly, I think Noah could win his way in. Like,
Oh yeah.
think
I
he
mean-
definitely can.
you keep putting yourself in position. Eventually, you're going to get a Ross Chastain causing a pileup with 5 to go, and you're in.
Or Tyler Reddick.
Or Tyler Reddick. Apparently, that's where we're at now. Which, I mean, it's not the first time he's done that. Or Chase Briscoe. I mean, there's a lot of good candidates for late race cautions for the lead. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's exciting because I like Noah, and he's now your number 2.
3.
3? Oh yeah. Oh, is Buescher?
Buescher's my 2, but they're like 1.
He's like an honorary number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I will let you know that Joey Logano and Austin Cindric are not even on my radar. It's like Blaney, and honestly, it's probably Corey and Brad. Like, I feel like I root for your guys, and then it tears down. And now, William Byron was in the top 5, but now he's down at like 27th.
How's it going with you and the wife over that? Is she also breaking up with William Byron?
I don't think she's passionate enough. And honestly, come next week, I'll like Willie B again. But for this week, I hate him. So I feel like that's deserved, right? Like that feels fair. You get 1 week of hatred for making my guy finish last.
I think
Well,
that's
yeah,
acceptable.
I'd be
Yeah.
pissed too. I'd be
Yeah.
I'd be infuriated.
I think it's totally fair. Blaney did say they asked him why he did not wreck him under caution. He goes, "Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm going to save it for later."
Yeah.
So I'm just saying we may have future beef. There's a
I'm not
sister
to bet on William
ex-girlfriend.
Byron at the Coke 600. So
Man, this could be the underrated beef later in the season is the Byron Blaney. So the truck race.
Looking at the point. Oh, truck race. Yeah.
I don't
Truck
or
race.
points, whatever we want to talk about. I don't care.
Anything else.
Yeah.
Points.
Please,
on
dear God.
the bubble. This is not the playoff points. Why does it not load as the playoff points? I'm really starting to be mad at this technology.
Hey, Brad Keselowski won a race today.
He
The
is
joy is back.
He is in the wins category. He is in the playoffs.
Man, that must be nice.
It actually is. As the only Ford,
Oh my god.
we are lonely.
Hey, we are
I have
0.003.
I have these iMacs that do nothing for me. I'm just going to use my phone. They do nothing for me. I don't know why.
There's 47 inches of iMac right there.
Easily.
And none of it's
None of it's
one of
doing
them is
shit
a
for me.
monitor at least now.
That one is, I can see your ugly face in it.
yeah.
There we go.
And
Oh.
Mitch. There's Mitch's ugly face.
Oh, hey, baby.
My ugly
What's
face,
up?
your ugly face. Mitch, me, you. Mitch, me, you. Back to me. So
Playoffs on the bubble.
on the bubble. All right, what you got?
Just outside, 6 behind is Bubba Wallace. Joey Logano is 30 behind. 30 behind. Austin Cindric, 90 behind. Josh
That
Berry,
drops.
92, which is pretty much past. Like, they're going to have to really.
Yeah.
90 points is
that's
a
a
lot.
lot.
30 is one race. So, but Cindric is 3 races. Yeah. I would say once you hit that 90, the odds of. Well, I guess Briscoe might. Briscoe is in right now. He's 16th. Briscoe and Busch, they're 6 and 8 above. Buescher's 15 above. And then Ross Chastain's up to 42. So really, there are 3 spots that could kick in. But honestly, Busch, they have really good races a lot.
Yeah. Is Busch out right now?
Right now, Busch is in 15th.
Okay.
So he is in.
And I feel like he and Buescher are going to make it. I've seen enough performance Busch is struggling, but like I feel like he's still going to pop off a win. Like they're going to run 28th some weeks, but then he's going to win another week. So I don't know. I feel like Busch is the lock. Buescher's a lock just based on performance. I mean, RFK was the first Ford team last year to find speed outside of the Coke 600 because Blaney won the Coke 600. But other than that, RFK was the first Ford team to not suck.
We seem to be plowing the oats.
Yeah, and I mean, here we are again.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, the second best Ford team right now is one. Oh no, they're Penske affiliated. Never mind. My point doesn't make sense now. I was going to say FRM is probably the number 2 Ford team on speed right now.
Yeah.
But I forgot they're Penske.
Although,
now. They
I don't
were
know.
Roush.
I mean, coming up, Haas has been hot the past 2 weeks. Noah Gragson has been competitive for 3 weeks.
Yeah, and I mean, let's just talk about it now because it's. Do we think the increase in this is because of the rumors we're hearing? I mean, there's a lot of rumors right now that SHR does not exist.
So
next
everybody's
year.
driving for a job.
I think so. And I think so the rumor right now is that FRM is going to absorb 2 of the charters.
And in my opinion, the other 2 will go to Dale Earnhardt Jr. and he will take back Gregson and Barry.
Man, those are big. Because I feel like I see Trackhouse taking the other 2.
Probably.
But
this is my wish.
Oh, well then, yeah, totally.
I have
yeah,
no
yeah,
insider.
JRM. Okay.
This is just
Yeah.
David's Wonderworld.
But I could see it. I think Gragson's safe. I think if FRM takes 2 of them, I think they're going to take Gragson and Briscoe. And I only say Briscoe because Briscoe's in with Ford. Yeah. Exactly. Honestly, based on performance, I think Barry might beat him. So, and then the question is, maybe not.
He's beating him right now.
That's true. I think Priest is gone, and Trackhouse is going to have 2 charters. And really, FRM's, I didn't think about that. FRM still has an empty seat because the 34 is unfilled.
Does Zane Smith get one of the charters?
Yes.
He does.
Yes. I guarantee you Trackhouse is going to put Zane Smith in a car next year.
Okay.
However that happens. That's just my opinion. And I think, I think that's the only change with Trackhouse.
And not for Expire.
Do you think the charters even stay?
That was a new one. Did you hear?
Oh yeah,
Did you hear
good
it?
one. I missed it. Expired. Yeah,
Expire.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
It just.
It was slick.
Have you ever heard that before? I've never heard that one before.
I'm not sure if I have. I
I'm
don't think I
pretty
have.
happy with it.
Expired. All right. Well, hey,
You heard it here
you heard
first.
it first.
You heard it here first.
Ladies and gentlemen, first on the Racing Addicts podcast. Expired.
Speaking of first out here on the podcast, congratulations, Alex. You are
Having a baby.
having a baby.
Having a baby. It is now
Having
public.
my baby. Ooh.
So
Well, it's
now,
not mine, but
now we tie this into NASCAR. So
for a boy, Ryan. For a girl, Blaney.
I laughed
saw your comment.
I laughed so hard at your Facebook comment. That was freaking hilarious. So we have actually been talking about names, obviously, and I'm not very creative. So I
No
literally,
way. Really?
I know that's
You?
a shock. So
No.
I have been going through drivers for names, and actually Todd is kind of on the list. Zane is kind of on the list. You can figure out where the inspiration came for those 2 names. Ryan was immediately struck from the list. Boom. And actually,
Finito.
I thought Justin would be a great guy's name, but that got nixed too. So, sorry.
And
What about
Corey.
this one?
So-
Kale.
Kale. That's actually not bad.
I know if you think
Yeah,
about
with
it,
a C or a K.
Yeah.
probably with a C or a K. I don't know.
For Kale Yarbrough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually like that. I love David Pearson too, but then it feels like I'm just honoring you, and I don't really want to.
I like that. We can go with David Pearson.
David Weitzel.
Yeah. So big news. There's got to be some changes coming in here. So
Like you can have a girl.
That's
Like you can
exciting.
have a boy. You must just work on girl names.
honestly, it's without getting into it, the genetics are very heavily stacked in favor of female, but I am believing that we are breaking that trend. We're going to have a boy.
And to pass it on off, how many people in our friends group have boys? Dan.
Is that it?
Clearly, Dan had whatever it takes to make the boys, and he's the only one in the group. I got 2 girls. Kenny's got 3, maybe 4. Who knows?
He's working on a little basketball team right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or,
WNBA. He's here. The WNBA's taking off.
that's true. It's going to be big money in there.
Yeah.
So, back to racing.
Oh, yeah.
We got to talk about it, my boy.
Justin Allgaier completely
destroyed the
dominating.
field. Destroyed, baby. Come on.
What did he win by? Almost 4 seconds?
Yeah, and they had a restart with 15 to go, and he won by 4 seconds. Like,
It wasn't a race. It was a parade.
it was.
And he was in front.
The racing from second back was fantastic.
It was good racing.
But Justin Allgaier made the front pretty boring. And I'm okay with it because that's my dude, man. Won both stages, led the most laps, won the race.
Didn't
Big old
wreck.
celebration. Didn't wreck.
Didn't blow it.
Thank you, Jesus. We won a stinking race.
We're going to start calling him Tyler Reddick Sr.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, except it hasn't been his fault.
By the way, let's have
He did
another
wreck a
chalk
lap car
mark.
at Texas.
Maybe we should get rid of the Wreck-It Raw. Oh, wait, what does this say? More days than Willie B.
I updated the board.
That is
Oh my
pretty
gosh.
funny. I can actually see it if I look here.
That's good. See, it's right there. It felt, I feel like we got to have fun with that board.
Is it time to remove this board and replace it with Wreck-It Reddick? I mean,
Reddick.
Wreck-It Reddick.
It sounds catchy.
Sounds catchy, and it is happening a heck of a lot more, actually.
I mean, he's pretty good at stepping on his eggplant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm not sure I pick up what you're saying.
I'll explain it to you later, maybe when you're older.
Thank you.
Yeah. With what I'm getting at there. But
Something about birds and bees?
birds and bees.
It's like the peaches analogy, but the opposite.
There goes Mitch with his tickling peaches again.
That is. Hey, what?
That's Gen 1 Racing Addicts
That is
podcast.
a long time ago.
We almost made T-shirts.
We did. But then we remembered we were broke.
And at the time, we had like 5 listeners. So we're like, that's only 5 sales.
Yeah, now we have 11. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that. We have almost tripled the views.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, from 5, there's only one way to go.
He said tripled. We have 15 viewers?
We're doing all right.
Are we doing all
We're
right?
doing all
Are
right.
people listening to our idiot selves?
People, I don't know why, but they are. And I'm grateful.
Mostly out of pity. I think
Yeah.
most of it's just our moms downloading it multiple times.
Hey, if that's what it takes, multiple devices, multiple accounts, whatever you got to do, we got to get the numbers up.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got to get some sponsorship in here. And we've actually made some wicked cool friends.
Shout
And I'm
out
excited see
to
some of them in 2
Jordan
weeks.
and Justin for joining the BK fan club today.
Holla.
They actually
Heck
didn't.
yeah.
They actually he texted me and said, F you, which I believe stands for
Fun uncle.
Fun Uncle.
Fun Uncle David.
Fun Uncle David.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to you guys. Thanks for joining the club. Jordan's a big Chastain fan.
Yeah, where was he today?
He was winning yesterday.
Oh yeah, he did win. He did win. He got. I'll tell you what, man. Ford was like just continually getting robbed. And Friday night, Majeski had that in the bag.
Oh, he
Jack
did,
Wood
once
brings
again.
out a late caution, which is like a weekly scheduled tweet from the freaking truck series. And then on the restart, just spins his tires. Colby Howard puts him in the wall just for good measure, I guess. Colby hadn't hit anyone that race. He was like, well, might as well get the quota in. Runs the 98 in the wall, and it's like, so it's like you're excited for Ross, but it's like, I went to see Ford. I actually kind of like Ty Majeski. And
I heard he's on the short list for
not a bad
RFK.
dude.
really, now that honestly surprises me. But I guess
Well, Majeski brings a lot of engineering background. Like I think
He fits in
sets up
their
his own trucks.
brain trust, I think.
yeah, he would not
But
only
you
be
heard
a
it here
driver, he'd
first.
probably be-
He's going to be. I think he's going to drive the 60 car for the Coke 4. The Coke 600.
The Coke 4. Did you just send there? Did you call it the Coke 400?
Coke 400.
I did.
We'll be there.
That wasn't my fault. Who was it? What podcast was that where he said that?
I don't
It
know.
might have been Harvick. He was like,
Oh, I missed Harvick's the last couple
he's like,
weeks, so yeah.
nobody the hell wants to watch the Coke 400. Don't make the races shorter or something like that. I can't remember who it was.
Might have been Dale. Dale's had some good old man rants lately, and I appreciate it.
Probably was Dale.
And I got to say, like, he gets a lot of crap for his old man rants. I am usually on board with Dale on like 99% of his rants.
Also, Dale is officially on TNT
Yes, and the Amazons.
and the Amazons.
Yep. So congrats on them being smarter than NBC. Like, how do you let Dale Jr. go?
I don't understand. Like, I thought, like, I have a really hard time seeing his agent being like, yeah, we're going to need more money. And then, like, making the number impossible to reach.
Right. Like, I feel like this
Like,
was NBC's
what
call.
number is too much for Dale Earnhardt? But yet, TNT could afford him.
Yeah.
You're telling me NBC doesn't have the kind of money TNT has?
Well, and name me.
That's the Miller Lite
That's the
coming
Miller
out.
Lite kicking back, baby. I mean, name me one person in NASCAR more influential than Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Like you're right. Like that's literally the next person on the list.
He's not around though, unfortunately.
He's not.
R.I.P.
No. He doesn't do many podcasts anymore. He's kind of cut back on them. But
I heard he's into Medium.
It's awful. It's awful. Anyway,
So I was thinking to myself post race, I was like, look at that. Tyler Reddick put the Dale Earnhardt mustache on and wrecked somebody. Go figure.
That's pretty accurate.
But
what did you see? So what's funny when Kyle Larson spun, Carson Hocevar didn't hit him, but he was right there in an all black Chevy.
yes.
And so somebody overlaid the picture of the 5 Kellogg's looking cars spinning with a black Chevy on the low side with the Bristol shot.
Yep.
And it was like, they're like, someone said, wow, Kyle Larson's really going like overboard on this throwback thing.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, best tweet of the day.
Best
That's
tweet of the day.
fantastic. Like either you or RFK won Twitter today.
Yeah.
So
And they had the driver of the Kellogg's 5 in the booth for the stage 2.
so cool.
That was cool.
So cool. Massive win.
I
Loved
think
it.
it's a good weekend of racing. Darlington really put on a show.
It's amazing.
It makes me wish we would have went.
I know. Dude, I'm telling you, and I know
We
we
need to
do
move
this-
it off Mother's Day. We will never be able to go on
I
Mother's
know.
Day.
That's what
Ever.
sucks. Like, okay, take some of your crappy races, put them on Mother's Day.
Yeah. Why don't
Like-
we go to Phoenix on Mother's Day?
I know. Oh, darn, we missed Phoenix.
Can you imagine how pissed off the race drivers would be? You know, the reason they go to the local ones is so they can drive there.
Right, so they can be closed.
So they
Yeah.
They can still go to church.
Make them go to freaking Phoenix on Mother's Day.
I don't think Denny's going to
I
church.
could just hear the
Yeah,
guys.
he's not.
I can just hear the guys on DBC yelling about it.
Oh, yeah, you bring up a good point. Was there another crappy race on the East Coast that we can just...
Nashville.
I don't know. Nashville's decent. Like, it's not amazing, but
We'll
it's
see.
decent. Yeah, it's true.
Hot Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta. I don't know. That's a good
race.
That's,
There's some good-
that's
races
like one
are
of the few good races.
Races
that-
are
yeah.
getting
You could
better.
just put Martinsville that weekend.
Well, honestly, and which sucks, but you're 100% right. And
Do
I-
Bristol
Richmond.
instead of Easter.
Yeah. I know we talk about it every week, but my gosh, the Xfinity cars on Saturday, that was such a good freaking race. Like, you're watching them chase the tails off every corner. Like, anytime they make a 3-wide move, it's like, all right, who can keep the car going straight? Yeah. Like, not like, oh, who's going to get aero tight? It's like, oh, who doesn't loop coming off the corner? Like, man, just like Saturday
Which I don't think Aero
was like premier stock car racing. And you could get to the left rear bumper of a car and get them loose, which is something I kind of miss. Because you can't, that just doesn't happen in Cup anymore. Like, it just
all you got to do in
doesn't.
Cup to get him loose is drive him into the wall.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Reddick did a great
Have to.
job.
Tyler Reddick. Everybody.
Denny Hamlin, William Byron. I mean, whatever
Even
it takes,
Brad
bro.
drove Tyler into the wall.
He did, actually. He did a little
Cindric
bit.
was doing
yeah.
it too back in the field. He did it to Corey, and I was lost
Who
my
did?
crap.
Who did?
Austin Cindric.
Oh, well,
Oh.
go figure.
Yeah. David's second favorite driver.
Yes.
Hey, Brad has more wins than him, so
Well, yes. And more numbers, too.
Blaney has more championships.
So you heard it here first. Brad Keselowski is going to win the championship this year. He is hot. He's going to win it. Next week's winner,
I mean,
Chris Buescher. RFK go back to back. You heard it here first.
He gets a sticker.
No, not next week. I want it to be the week it matters.
Well, not the Coke 600 because the 12's winning that one. So you're going to have to pick another one.
Pretty sure Buescher's got a really good chance of winning. Brad might win it. If Brad's got the speed he has now,
Yeah.
you guys are in trouble. Like, and by you
Kyle
guys,
Larson-
I mean everybody in
Kyle Larson was a
NASCAR
double.
besides Kyle Larson, because he could probably win that race on a goat.
Kyle could win anything.
Like
It just
a
doesn't-
goat
yeah.
could ride the goat,
Yeah.
and he'd
Like-
win it.
It just doesn't like, yeah. I find that Kyle Larson is literally like a favorite odd every week. It just doesn't matter the track.
And I love every time he wrecks. He's like, "Oh man, I suck."
Yeah.
Like, he keeps doing things. The more and more he does, like, I know, like sometimes I get. Did we just lose something?
No, I hit the wrong
went-
button.
Did you?
We're good.
went back
Yeah.
for
My
a
gosh,
second.
I went.
Well,
I was like,
No, it's okay.
I can't eat you.
Say that one more time, David.
I can't eat you.
Oh my god! Can we leave this?
I mean, there was a really
Up to
funny
you.
one on Facebook this week. Did I send that to you guys?
I don't think so.
You might have.
This guy, so the guy walks up.
DDC leaves all this crap.
A
In,
guy,
we can.
I've been sending too many videos lately. I know. There's this guy walks in the room, and this other guy's looking out the window. He goes, "What's that?" He said, "I'm getting death threats." He's like, "You mean death threats?" He goes, "No,
Nope.
no, death threats."
It's
and
so
it
freaking
cuts
funny.
to a guy outside of the street. He's like, and it is just funny.
It's really, really good. That's a fantastic clip.
So
That's worth the watch.
That's what got me on that. So don't hate me. I have a lot of deaf friends.
Does it work that way? I don't know.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Luckily, none of them are offended by my podcast.
I can't hear you.
Couldn't hear
but-
I knew where you were going with that from the time you talked about it.
Did I ruin your scene?
This
was like right where I went.
At this point in the program, turn off the closed caption.
Holy crap.
Now it has to stay.
Oh, man. It's funny.
Oh,
Sorry.
so good
Lord, I
racing weekend.
apologize.
Next week we're going to the All-Star race, which means we got heats, we got practice, we
Yeah.
got this, we got Kevin Harvick.
For a day? Yeah, we
Got
do.
Kevin Harvick in the 5. Once again, Larson is going to go win a race in a Formula One car.
Yeah, probably. I'm hoping man. I know we're getting ahead, but I would love to see him win the Indy 500 Coke
would be
600.
so awesome.
How amazing would that freaking be if he wins both those races?
It would
I
solidify
wonder what
him.
the odds are.
Everybody says
It's
like
gotta
you know,
be high.
one championship.
I would hope.
Oh, big whoop.
Yeah.
He does that. It moves him up to like right below Jimmy Johnson. You heard it here first.
I think it surpasses Jimmy.
I mean,
You think? All right, I think he's a
Yes.
better driver than Jimmy, but I mean, like proof in the pudding wise, 7 championships. That's a lot to get over. I think he's
it
better
is,
than Jimmy, but he's not
Indy
proven to be
500?
better.
yeah.
Whereas if he wins
I mean,
both of those, well, it doesn't make him better than Jimmy in one of them because would Jimmy get like one top 10 in 5 years?
I was going to say, he's definitely going to outrun
average
Jimmy in the
30th in a
IndyCar.
30 car field. It was like
He's like, yeah, we wrapped up 31st. Pace car landed before us.
Pace car had themselves a good day, but I'll tell you what, we next week we're going to get him.
We gonna get him.
We go get him.
I remember Busch getting like 6.
Yeah, was it Kurt Busch has the best Indy 500 finish from a NASCAR driver, right? Am I correct in that?
Either that or AJ Allmendinger. Or well, Sam Hornish.
Yeah.
And didn't he win
Is he
it?
really a NASCAR driver though? Like
He's not. He was more of a IndyCar driver before.
he wrecked
so.
a lot of NASCARs. I know that, but
It's like
yeah.
calling Danica Patrick a NASCAR driver.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, she becomes more irrelevant every day as she opens her mouth, which is wonderful.
I just like to bring her up often so we can remember how much she sucked.
Gosh,
I honestly forgot.
Did you see
about
Haley Deegan throwing shade?
yeah. That you know what? She gets a lot of crap. I'm kind of glad that she's standing up for herself.
Finally, like
I
I've
love
been
it.
waiting on this because she's like,
it. Over it.
I mean, that's the first time I've seen a truck that ripped apart in a while. Like the whole quarter panel. Brad's like, well, she's missing the entire quarter panel, foam and all.
And like, yet again, how do we not have replays? Like, I hate to bring this up every week. Dirt Vision has replays, and they have a budget of like $87 to go to Williams Grove, and they
don't even pay
replays.
their cameramen.
No, you know what they do? Honestly, it's not a bad idea. They'll park a drone overhead at like a convenient angle that it sees the whole track, and that way they always at least have something.
Yeah, they can zoom in.
Yeah, and like it may not be the best shot, but you at least know what happens.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is like Fox. This isn't like this is a good
I mean,
budget.
Fox canceling Race Hub.
Yeah. Take the money you're spending on a Race Hub and buy some freaking
What money
cameras.
are they spending on a Race Hub? They're on a green screen. There's not even a set.
Fox's
There's
level
not.
of give a crap.
There's
gets
no set,
lower
and all
every
they do
week.
is they bring drivers on every other week.
Yeah.
And I can't remember.
They're actually just going to do Race Hub from Bob Pockrass' cell phone now.
Yeah.
His iPhone's actually going to be the entire broadcast. I mean, it already is 3/4 of the broadcast. They're just going to take the other extra quarter, and Bob Pockrass' Twitter is now the entire Race Hub. So there you go.
He definitely looks like Bert and Ernie Bert. Tyler Reddick with that mustache.
Oh my gosh.
I'm looking at it right now in his interview.
It was pretty funny though. Like I like that he committed to the mustache. That
He's
was great.
committed.
And
It's funnier and funnier the more I look at
his
it.
eyes are just real big. Like, oh no.
And he's like half crying because it's the post-race interview.
Chris Buescher almost killed me.
He said, yeah, well, the good news is everybody's looking at my mustache because I shit myself. Did
Yeah.
you do that in the car? Yeah. Couldn't hold it.
Alexis, I'm going to need to change my
Did you write that
pants.
down, Alex?
I'm just going to have to listen through this. There's so many at this point.
I've only really ever said though.
This and blind people and
That's gonna stay.
Yeah, oh, it's fair. That's the blind I'm fine with. So
A deaf.
yeah, that's fair.
Blind. What's worse, me making fun of deaf people or Alex calling them blind? He's going full Helen Keller on them.
It's a rough life, I gotta say.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, Andy.
it's tough to watch racing. So
Bob Pockrass still is the best.
and Bob Pockrass got both his picks right this weekend, which has never happened like ever. Because he picked Allgaier on Saturday and he picked Keselowski today. So, fun fact. I saw that on the Twitter sphere that he picked both winners. So, just worth mentioning.
For the record, I picked Brad today too. By default.
That's not really too big a shock. I was looking to see if there's anything else on the Twitter sphere in the NASCAR world to talk about.
I think we can talk about the Kellogg's car again. That Hendrick logo looks so good like that.
Gosh,
like
so good.
Everything of like they just did it well. Shame on Penske again. Shame on everybody who didn't do a throwback.
I know. Like,
I mean, what's wrong with you?
I mean, I guess did the cop out is they
did
could say
Buescher
the
do?
sponsors
Did
don't want
Buescher
to.
do one? I guess he didn't.
I thought he did.
It's a throwback third.
I thought it was like a
It's
half.
a fifth third, but
It
Yeah.
looked like a Kenseth scheme.
oh, was it?
I thought it was
Yeah,
kind of
looked like
mediocre,
Valvoline
but it
one
was
they
still
had.
something. Like
Well, they went all out on the Castrol.
They did.
and
Pull it off.
they did a really good job. My notes here: Lane Riggs got robbed again. Crappiest luck. Running great in the truck race, gets right behind a freaking pile up.
Yeah, he was.
Done.
He was top 3 for a minute
Yeah,
there.
and he had speed, like legitimately, like he was earning that spot. So that was kind of a bummer.
That
gonna have
Castrol
to win
6
the
with the
race.
green chrome. Well, I'm definitely buying that car. I'm probably going to buy it right now, actually.
You probably should get on Racing USA. They
Racing
have the best.
USA?
They have the best prices. That's who I use. They advertise on DBC, so I support them. Daniel Dye. Do we even talk about that? You watched this, right, Mitch? The truck race.
Pretty hard.
Yeah, I watched. Yeah.
Like,
He
we
was
we
out
should
of
have a
control.
segment every week called "What Dumb Thing Did Daniel Dye Do This Week?"
Yeah.
You know what? He's in the freaking playoffs, or just right around it in the trucks.
It's
It's embarrassing.
So he tries to wreck Grant Enfinger twice,
Yep.
and he misses both times and flattens his own tire doing it, and then like literally drives in the racing groove intentionally to try to bring a caution out. And I'm like, it's like bad look on bad look on bad look on bad look. And I'm like, dude, you know, he probably don't even have a PR guy, but it's probably Michael Waltrip. But if you have a PR guy, they are probably like, dude, just stop it.
Stop,
But-
please.
Man, it was such a bad, and I thought it was. I loved the instant justice that came from, or the karma, justice, whatever. It was like watching him try to wreck Grant twice and then have that. It's like, yes, all right, and then he was done. Like that was the end of his race. So, yeah, that was good.
So guess how much I'm spending on this diecast?
85.
You should be able to get one for 85. There's different tiers.
Not this one.
I get the $85 one.
It's 120.
I'm getting the Brad Keselowski TJ Majors signed one.
Naturally, I think it's a good call. 120. Man, 2 signatures. 135. 150.
200.
Down a little bit from you and up. Meet in the middle.
135.
75. Do you do math? He said 200. You do 150. I said meet in the middle. You said
I thought
35.
he said 150. I'm
My
sorry.
God.
175.
I haven't pushed the send button yet, but I'm really thinking about it. It's not even going to be here till January.
Oh yeah, like that. Did they take forever? Well, the Blaney one literally just showed up, and that was his Coke 600 one from last year. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, maybe you don't need the signed one.
I know that just seems. With Brad, it's 150.
Is TJ Majors worth $25?
I don't think it is. I feel like I could find him walking around the track and do it.
So, if you
probably
we won't have it in time. I was gonna say the JRM Fan Day he's gonna be at. We could go get it signed, but you're not gonna have it by then. So
No.
yeah. So we had some good sprint cars this week. I don't know if you watched, Mitch, but Brent Marks won last night with the High Limit Sprint Car Series. Pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Since
I
you
did
got a
not
Brent
tune
Marks
into
wing
that
behind you.
race. Yeah. No, that's Austin Hogue. But,
I screw that up every
They went-
time.
They went 125. Or for
what's that,
elite.
125?
What's the difference between elite and not elite?
I'll be honest, I have no idea. I get the
supposed to
cheap
be more
ones.
detailed, but it's really not much more.
But honestly, the cheap ones still look good. Like
Yeah.
take a look at that one. This is a cheap
I can
one.
get one for 90. I'm going to do
Yeah,
that.
this is a cheap one.
This is. By the way, just remember, this is a fan podcast.
Yeah.
We're here strictly to talk about the sport because we're fans. So
Right.
when we go off these tangents about stupid things like diecast,
This is because it's what the fans care about. The
don't,
fans are
don't
buying
complain to
diecast.
me about it.
Yeah,
You're not going to get no
There's
sympathy
reels
from
to
me. You
get.
could turn us off.
that's right.
Do you remember that
So-
time I was drunk on stage, and
You're
I
gonna have
was
to
like,
narrow down which time.
it was for the One Echo One days,
You're gonna have to narrow down which time.
and I was like, you can follow us on Facebook, and if you don't follow us on Facebook, well, f- you.
Is that what happened? Oh my gosh.
I was
Yeah.
trashed.
It
Sorry.
definitely
Beep.
happened. So anyway, that's the $85 race win.
that's
Like it's
pretty
got
nice.
confetti and everything. It's pretty good.
Are they going to put the sticker on it? Are they going to put the sticker on it, or no?
Which sticker?
Yeah.
See how it has the race win sticker on it?
Yeah, they'll have it on it.
Because it doesn't have it in the real life.
Is there a race
Or
win?
do they put it on right? I guess they put it on right in Victory Lane, huh?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Oh, but
puts
this
it
one
on.
does not have. Oh, it does. Never mind. I lied.
I saw it when I handed it to you.
They should, yeah, exactly, because they put that on. It's like a whole ceremonial thing, so it should be
Yeah.
on there. So you should definitely. I think you just do it.
I do
think
it.
You got to do something. Like it doesn't have
Yeah.
to be like the.
Just like when the Eagles
$8
won the
million
Super Bowl.
one.
You know how much
Yeah.
I spent that night?
Well, dude, that's probably never happening again. Like we got to savor that.
I spent a lot of money the night the Eagles won. I think I ordered like $400 worth of stuff. I think it was $468.
What if I name my kid Nick? Nick in honor of Nick Foles
Yeah, or Nicole.
or Nick Foles.
Nick Richard
Or Nick.
Beitzel.
Yeah, I know where you're going there. I'm not even
Yeah.
touching that one. But
Hey, yo, Big Nick.
so sprint cars, yeah.
Sprint cars, a lot of
Sprint
rain.
cars. A lot of rain. The Outlaws were supposed to be at Williams Grove Friday and Saturday. Both nights rained out because Pennsylvania weather sucks. They were at Lincoln Wednesday night.
I was
which
in
a great
Delaware. It
show.
wasn't much better.
Well, that's true. He followed you right down. Great show. David Gravel led, I think, every single lap Wednesday night. Selfishly, I was following Danny Dietrich, who's the guy that I root for in sprint cars. I'll tell you what, if that guy could figure out how to qualify, he would have like 1 million wins. Because every single big sprint car show, they qualify horribly. They barely make it into the A main, and then he passes the whole freaking field. He finished 8th, and he started 24th. He was literally the last car to make it into the A main, and he finished 8th. So
That's pretty awesome.
It was pretty impressive. So I don't know. Did you guys get to see any of the stuff this weekend?
I was at the beach. We went down to Delaware.
You
so
did. You
I
had to do
had
family stuff.
I had a hard time even watching the races. I was like sitting on my phone with no service in the closet.
You're like, is that Matt Crafton or Tom Majeski? I can't tell.
Dude, some of these colors was very ooh.
You're like, I think it's a Thor sport.
Is that in my? Oh no! I think I just blew my headphones out.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Do you want to borrow?
Oh my gosh! I can get through the podcast, but it's not.
It's bad.
It's like check 1 2.
I mean, you sound good here. Nothing changed here, so
Yeah, over here sounds good.
Oh, good.
yeah. She's just gonna tolerate it.
So looking forward to.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I feel like I just heard something. I think it's in my head now.
Oh well, it was like fuzzy. It's not as
The
bad now.
alcohol's getting to y'all.
The more I drank, the more I drank, the more I drank. It's my favorite song of all time. The More I Drink, it's called.
Brought to you by Miller Lite.
Right. Yeah, even though they kind of dropped Brad, that's all right.
Okay. Or did Brad drop them because they stayed with the 2? Now it's Keystone
They,
Light. Ugh.
they said if we can't invest in Brad, we're not investing.
That's what they said. That'd be sweet to get him on the 6. That'd look kind of weird, though.
I'm in. Let's do it. They have good schemes though.
They have
Miller
great-
Lite consistently has great paint schemes.
They do. You should see. We were at the Luke Combs concert. I got a sweet cozy. Sweet. You haven't been in
Sweet.
studio for a couple weeks. We've been busy.
Dude, it's been a while, and we've been remote multiple times
Yeah.
recently. And unfortunately, we're going to be remote again in a couple weeks because I got to go to Florida. So, but
Loda, aren't you going to Carolina next 2 weeks?
I'm going to Carolina, so we'll be remote there too. We'll do a little. Mitch, you and I can do a little pod action at the camper.
Is Jordan gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan and I Nolan, I believe, is still going. Our
Yeah.
long
He has a
lost
ticket.
buddy Nolan will be
Quitter.
with us there. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be exciting. I'm ready for Charlotte. Like, we know it's one of the few tracks.
It'll be a
that
good
the-
race.
Yeah, it's one of the few tracks that Gen 7's good on. The Charlotte area is amazing. Please have good weather.
Why did I
Please
have my
good weather.
child that weekend?
It's looking pretty good as far as weather wise.
Sweet.
Well, that's because the Lord doesn't know that Alex is going yet. He's not paying attention. As soon as
she's not paying attention.
Oh my gosh. I did purchase camping 2 weeks ago, so if the curse is going to happen, I feel like the curse is currently in effect. So apologize in
look at
advance.
that. If I move up, I can see my whole screen.
What an idea.
But I blocked
Yeah.
the cars, and I'm bigger. Just gonna get back.
So we gotta work through some stuff here. This is like a new-ish studio setup.
Yeah,
so we still got some bugs to work out, you know?
But on the bright side, Brad won.
Brad won.
Brad broke the streak. The American flag man. Man, talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just still feeling good. And I'm having a pretty rough weekend, but this is making me feel good.
This is the turning point.
This is it. Like, you know, I'm like,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying right there? It's a good day right there.
Yeah, if only he could have won at Dover when I was there 2 weeks ago. But he
Finished 18 laps down.
could not stand. He didn't want to finish 13th behind Noah Gregson. And did you hear that there? Do you hear that?
No. I think it's your headphones.
It must be these headphones.
Yeah. Sorry.
I've only been pulling at them for 5 years. Stretching it while I'm sitting here talking.
Finally gave in.
This means sausage in sign language. Sausage.
Oh, Mitch, save us. Do you have anything to add to this, Mitch?
Hey, well, I mean, next week's Wilkesboro, so that should be fun.
Who we picking?
Corey gets voted in.
This is true. So
Have we looked at the standings? I have not looked.
Top 10 is just, it's generic. It doesn't have a clear who's 1 through 10, but just alphabetically.
I'm sorry, but I think if I was going to vote, which I might, I don't normally vote, but if I do, it'll probably be for Justin Haley. Hell yeah.
Now, that was
He
a
ran ninth
surprise.
today. Yes, Ruckler
He did.
Racing outran Penske today.
Well, they
9th and
yeah.
18th.
So the 12 and the
That's-
22 had speed today. The 12 got wrecked, and the 22 got a speeding penalty. And then, of course, the 2 was just doing what the 2 does, which is 20th. So
Suck on daddy's teat.
yeah, it's not great. So yeah, that was an impressive run by Haley, man. You good catch on that. I'd forgotten about that. So That was a great run. So you're
Somebody's-
voting for Justin Haley. That's surprising. I really thought you were going to go Noah Gragson.
I like Noah, but he just didn't. He's not going all out. Last year he went all out for the votes. This year he's not.
I think now he's like, look at the performance.
We're gonna win our way in.
Hey, oh, that's true. He's not even going to need the vote. Is Corey going to win his way in?
It's hard to say. At this point.
That sounds like a yes. Let's go with a yes.
David's. We know what David wants to say.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm voting, so let's just hope that works.
I like it. Corey is still the fan favorite. I think he's up there. I don't know.
You're voting, and I'm drinking Miller Lite through a Twizzler straw.
I really think the fan vote's probably going to go to either Gregson or Bubba Wallace, to be honest.
For the record, that is not a good combination.
It's not a good combination. No. I gotta say, Carson Hocevar is impressing me with his fan vote stuff.
Well, he could do it too. There's a lot of fans.
Yeah,
and he's of him. So,
and his content's funny. Like, I don't know. I think he's got a good shot at
when he bought cameos from.
That was so.
That was such
funny.
a smart idea.
It was genius.
And in fact, Austin Dillon's like, vote for Carson. I'm like, oh my gosh, he just lit him up.
Oh my god, that was probably that right there. You're right. Maybe I'll vote for Carson.
Well,
I mean, he literally fooled Austin Dillon. Out of all the drivers you would fool,
and like it was drivers that legitimately are trying to get voted too, because it was Austin Dillon and Kaz Gralla.
Yeah,
like, I mean, there's Wet Noodle, but he's not there. So yeah,
really.
Yeah. Which shout out to him. He's been doing great in the Xfinity season.
He has been doing very well.
Yeah.
That's our motorsports, which I for some reason told he was racing for BJ McLeod. I'm like, wow, that car has definitely improved.
Mm-hmm.
It's our motorsports.
Our motorsports.
It's okay.
So, North Wilkesboro predictions. We got Cup and trucks. What are we thinking? Your guy won, so you get to pick first, David.
I'm gonna pick.
Oh, I know who you're picking. You know who you're picking. Yeah, just roll with it.
I'm actually not going to pick him.
Okay, you're not thinking that? Not anymore? Okay.
I think Tyler Reddick's going to win.
I think he's going to wreck with 5 laps to go. Tyler Reddick, ladies and gentlemen.
Tyler Reddick.
Man. I mean, is it... So, you let me know. Is it cheating to pick Kyle Larson at this point? Because I feel like you could make a case for picking him every week.
I mean, he's probably going to win.
He wins unless he wrecks himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50-50
last year.
You know, and it's like, I mean, Hendrick was fast at Martinsville, so you feel like maybe some of that'll translate.
Any track that's new, which it's not new, but it's newish. You know, they've had some testing on it.
Sure.
New surface. Any track that's new, Larson's got the advantage just on skill alone.
Yeah.
Well, he could drive a broomstick around that track. He's not even going to, it doesn't matter.
It's true.
He was like, yeah, whatever.
20 minutes.
Did you hear what he said about Harvick? He said, I want him to run it as hard as he possibly can. If he wrecks it, he wrecks it.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's the biggest bald thing I've heard anybody say in a while. He's like, yeah, just basically he's like, yeah, well, if you're going to drive it like me, you need to drive it as hard as you possibly can.
I love that.
And then if you wreck it, they give us a new one.
Yeah. it's so freaking
like, so the
bold.
best part about driving for Hendrick Motorsports, we all have a backup car.
Yeah.
So if I wreck,
boo.
I can wreck my backup car 3 times and still have a car.
Right. Good for him. I
just want to
love
win.
it. Yeah.
So
and he went to Paris.
Yeah, I went to Paris to see Tay-Tay.
Yeah,
the witch.
Tay-Tay. The witch.
The witch, according to Mitch.
She's a witch.
Mitch said
she's
a
not
witch.
just me.
Ooh,
the NASCAR comments are like, she's literally a witch. I said, wow, it's not just me.
It's not just you. I think
it's probably cheating.
Picking?
I'm just going to take Kyle Larson. I know it feels like it's cheating, but I'm taking Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
So, what about you, Mitch? You're the only one to go yet.
Well, I'm just going to think. I think this is the time where Joey Logano wins a pointless race. And I think Joey Logano likes to win races that...
He does win these stupid races. Yeah.
But then after that, he'll go win something in the summer and make himself in the playoffs. Yep. So
That's actually a really good pick because he's probably going to win. Should we pick trucks?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Ben Rhodes.
Ty Majeski. All right, you go.
Corey Heim.
I mean, that's probably accurate. Him or Eckes is more...
Butterbean. Let's go Butterbean Queen.
Butterbean Queen.
Bro, come on now. I like it. I like it. Sweet. You want to land our plane, David? Land a celebration plane?
As we wrap up this week's episode, I just want to let you know that it was brought to you by Tears of Victory. The smell of champagne, the two little girls on the side of the car driving around, the American flag sticking out. Brad Keselowski, the American dream. This ad was brought to you by Racing Addicts Podcast. Brad Keselowski for president.
And the home of the brave.
Play ball.